about now. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. Welcome to $96,000 for one BTC. Actually, it's 96.5. Is slightly cooling off now, which is a little bit disappointing. But your boys here send it back up. Anyway, hope you're doing well. It's been a funny old day, really, in the markets. This move's kind of come a little bit out of nowhere. Obviously, there's a couple of macro things that are going on, which we'll sort of touch on as we kind of go through the course of the evening. However, a very bullish sentiment, a couple of big announcements today as well, which is always pretty good as well. So yeah, I'm excited about it. We've got a lot to break down as always and get into everything and anything, which again is pretty exciting as well. And don't forget, we're doing something a little bit different this evening as well. So we will be chucking some marbles down a track, because why not? We haven't done it for ages. However, it will be slightly different than how we normally do it. Only slightly, by the way. So, yeah, if you're interested in that, then you know what to do. I've posted the wallet address in the chat. So if you are interested, again, remember it's $5 and you can put a maximum of 3 in. So if you are interested, do it. If no one does it, then fine. Like, it's cool. We're not going to kind of do anything. We'll see how this sort of plays out. I want to do a couple of things live with you as well. We're going to change a little bit of the tax dynamic on Marbitz. We're going to enact the burn mechanism on there as well. So why not? Because we've got nothing else to do. So we're going to sort of do that as well. So if you are interested and you want to sort of get involved, then by all means, you know what to do. Like I said, we'll try something a little bit different. You know, whether it'll be good, whether it'll be bad, who the hell knows? But either way, I'm down for it. And like I said, we will see where it all plays out. So welcome everybody to you over here on YouTube. As always, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I seem to be very, very dark actually on TikTok. So there we go. I'm going to try and make myself a little bit lighter. But yeah, and also if you're following us, I haven't even set it up. Oh my God, there we go. I actually haven't even set the old... haven't even set X going. That's bad news, isn't it? Not a good start, but anyway. So yeah, all good in the hood. So I hope your days have been well. It's been very sunny actually here. For anyone who is in the UK, it has been literally delightful. So yeah, can't complain at all. So yeah, pretty bullish. If you are interested, by the way, the link to the wallet address is also in the description as well. So you can actually check it out in the description. I'll put it in the, I'll actually put it into the Marbitz Telegram as well. There you go. So people can see it. Right. Let me put it there. So I've got it. And like I said, people don't have to. It's not, you don't have to get involved. Again, it's entirely at your discretion. Where's my chat gone? Holy crap, what the hell is happening? What is happening this evening? And this, I need to think of something better to put you TikTok guys as well, because it like blocks. Oh, there's the chat. Right, got it. Right. Oh my gosh, what a way to start the show. Do you know what I mean? Just absolute chaos. Absolute chaos, but I think we've got there in the end. Okay, let's say hello to a few people, then we're going to get into everything and anything, and fingers crossed we don't. Man, the last race I had was Tim versus Craig. Pretty wild. Anyway, right, good to see Craig as always. 2-bit. That's what she said, as always. 37. Good to see you, man. Tim Shays in the house. Good to see you. Welcome as always. Craig's here. Chipper's here. Four's in the building. Good to see you, Mr. Holmes. Welcome to you. Always good to have Mr. Holmes in the house. I hope you're doing well, buddy. As always. Swamp's in the building. What's going on? Tomato Pizza as well. Good to see you. Selmo, Crackerjack, CJ Power, Mark Haynes in. Welcome. Vern's here as well. Good to see you, Vern. Always a pleasure. Mr. Robert Dover's here. Cheese is here. Viva la Bacon's here. Man, the gang is all here. Joyce, I just see you coming in as well. So do me a favor, hit the like button. Also, don't forget, tap the like if you are over there on TikTok. I was kind of watching some live streams on TikTok, and man, they're terrible. So I'm just in a world of like, look, we'll just keep grinding on the old TikTok platform, and I reckon we're probably going to be all right. So let's get into it. Let's take a little bit into what's going on. Let's sort of understand the macro sentiment. I mean, it's definitely a bit of a cool off right now. You know, we topped 90.7. Looked like we were going to hit, you know, a pretty solid move. Just cooling off. I think that is definitely down to a little bit of tension. Iran, USA going at it. Mr. Trump is like, whoa, boys, hold on a freaking minute. I never said anything about going to $100,000. Let's cool that cab right now. Anyway, tap 1 or 3 times. If it's on TikTok, tap it as many times as you want. Just literally spam it, baby. Just spam it like you wouldn't believe. That's my view for what it's worth. But anyway, That's just my view. So, yeah, the breakout that we sort of expected, or I guess the move that I think a lot of us were talking about, and I think, interestingly enough, you look at some of these key indicators, RSI slightly overcooked, MACD still very optimistic in terms of an upside movement here on the daily. We're still waiting for that weekly candle to flip to the green side, but strong move, still within this range. So, look, I'm glad that we are now in this. The official breakout has happened, like we talked about before, and again, another breakout on this. This, kind of printing move, specifically if you sort of go into the 3-day or more importantly, the weekly candle, we can definitely see this kind of breakout here happening for BTC. So we'll keep close to it. I definitely need to see confirmation though. Just FYI, needs to be above for me. That top end, 99,500 would be what I'd be looking for a break to the upside that would confirm us with a strong breakout right now. So still very optimistic. What's good to see, the 50-day exponential moving edge look like it's going to flip on the on the 100. So that's obviously pretty good news as well. And then likewise, everything else sort of starting to go in the right direction, which I think is very, very optimistic. And like I said, I'm bullish on that. So like I said, good news as that plays out. So 96.5 is fine. 100K is the next massive barrier. Yeah, I agree. And actually, when you Fibonacci this, you sort of get into this world of actually 102 probably feels like a relatively solid range. The 786 Fibonacci is at 101,957. So think about that. Potentially the top, once again, 19442. So I would definitely be looking at 100. I think is going to be strong. Likewise, I think then furthermore, you'd definitely be in this world of thinking about how do you break above that range of like the 786 at 102. So yeah, we'll see. Do a bit careful here. 5th wave into the pullback, into the trip to order that Lambo. Yeah, don't order it just yet. Just sit tight on the Lambo. It's going to be absolutely fine. Mario Live first entrance. Let's get it. Wallet number D677. They're like, yes, baby, I am in. So let's get it, D677. Grabbing those 3 tickets. Shout out to you. I think we'll do 50% of whatever is put into it is what the prize is. That kind of works as well, I think. I think 50% is works. We'll see what goes in before we finalize that number, but I think it'll be fine. It feels well set up for some alts to rip. I agree. And we've seen that today. Good couple of altcoins moving. But yeah, 786 Fibonacci 102. That would be where I'd be definitely looking at a potential price, a bit of price action actually walking through that. So keep your eyes peeled. That could be a key level. Again, certainly from a retest, you could even, if I dare say, short the market a little bit from that point, but you have to be careful. But certainly 102, break above, like Holmes says, 100, 99.5, because I think people will front run potentially 100K, so watch out for that. But I think it could be bullish. Anyway, 2.96 trillion. We look like we may get back over that magical $3 trillion mark, which we're obviously keeping eyes peeled on what that looks like. But yeah, time will tell as that all plays through. Okay, what is going on in terms of BTC dominance? Continuing to move to the upside. What does that tell us? It tells us, unfortunately, that the institutions are still buying Bitcoin, but that's fine because it's pulling the rest of the market up. So keep your eyes peeled on that one. Ethereum at 1842 actually feels okay, really. I would have way liked it to have moved much more than that, but 150 on Solana feels solid. There has been some movers and some shakers out there. Aerodrome Finance is at 70 cents. That actually moved over 20% the bidding about the day. Casper doing nearly 5%. ZBCN also up nearly 5%. Memes not doing too much, which I'm surprised at. I thought we might see a little bit more in the meme coin space, but again, pretty flat as that all plays out. Barrels of oil are now $58. That's pretty insane. Long, weirdly, up 3%. I forgot we put that in there yesterday, actually. And then you've got gold just down a little bit. So, yeah, really interesting market. Lots of, I think, institutional investment. Lots of kind of positive moves in the right direction. And I think this is only going to get better as it goes on. I actually tweeted out earlier on, I thought 100K was maybe on the cards for after the weekend. I know some people were trying to get super macro bullish on today, but again, my view is see where this all filters through. Is this going to be sort of something where we get to in a place of, well, yeah, maybe the weekend comes to our savior. Anyway, USDT on 2-week EMA needs to break below, but continues to bounce on that critical support. USDT. What? Did you see the Sonic move? I did not see the Sonic move, no. What's going on, Curtis? Well, it's only the first Friday of the month tomorrow. Yeah, I know, it's wild. It's wild. Cool off, rest, reset some indicators for the next leg up. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. So we'll see. Like I said, we're all optimistic. Definitely. Tether dominance. Right, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was... I couldn't see the D, actually, because of my TikTok. So, yeah, fair play. Sounds bullish. I'm down for it. Right. So, look at this. Michael Saylor seems to have doubled down right now on Bitcoin. He seems to have doubled down on the absolute macro sentiment that's coming. He's like, yo, it is all about buying more Bitcoin. I'm getting stacked on the bags and I want to buy some more. Pretty wild if you ask me. So we can see there, look, Bitcoin ETF exposure access across top US wealth platforms. So this is obviously who is exposed to them, who's buying them. Interestingly enough, you can see there, look, restricted versus prohibited, and then unrestricted. Charles Schwab, we'll talk about that and why that's so important in a minute. Fidelity, obviously, you're aware of. Wells Fargo and Mariner, as well as Fisher Investments. Okay, why am I bringing this up? Well, Michael Saylor makes a great point here. He says, by the time your financial advisor says it's okay to buy Bitcoin, it'll cost $1 million. When they say it's a good idea, it'll be 10 million. Very interesting, actually. And Vern talked a little bit about that and hashing it out last night. The scarcity that is ultimately coming with Bitcoin, that you won't have enough. And like we said, lots of people, I think, right now are deciding, hey, we might as well just get some. And I think that's probably where we sit and how that all plays out. So, yeah. Very interesting. Saylor seems to have doubled down on getting absolutely macro bullish. We also heard Eric Trump allegedly saying the SWIFT banking system is broken and it will be replaced by cryptocurrency. Apparently, I haven't seen it yet, but apparently he was like super bullish at the Token 2049 event, talking about SWIFT, talking about Bitcoin dominance, talking about all sorts of crazy stuff. So, yeah, is this the first nod in the cap? Could this be an XRP replacement? I know loads of people think it will be. We'll have to see. Obviously, SWIFT is kind of the big Visa transactional platforms, etc. So, you know, he was very optimistic, old Eric Trump. Bullish on BTC. Now, don't forget, though, the last time Eric Trump told us that Ethereum was going to the moon, it's dropped about $1,000 since then. So, you know, keep your eyes peeled on that one. But anyway, Charles Schwab, look at this. $7.13 trillion Charles Schwab to launch a spot crypto trading within 12 months. Watch out for this. Very bullish indeed on how this looks like. So, Charles Schwab coming in hot right now. Altcoin Daily giving us this alpha. So, keep your eyes peeled on it. I'm not doing anything weird, by the way, but I need to undo my little tassels, see? Just a bit more comfortable. Hey, to be the team, I think I'm in. What's going on, Inducer? It depends. Did you send Ethereum or have you bought, have some of you choppers buying on the chart? No. So, weirdly, someone bought $5 and then sold $5. Okay. Fair play to you. Pretty wild. Pretty wild, you massive chopper. Anyway, if you are D677, then you are in right now. And so far, you are going to be taking home the prize. Although you do have some competition. F110 is in the house. Well, let's get it, F110. F110. Boom! I'm feeling bullish right now. So keep an eye out for this. We'll talk a bit more about this as we kind of break through. So let's take a look at some technicals. What are people saying? Well, look at this. The massive bull run is just getting started. Wouldn't that be insane? Wouldn't that actually be insane? And I know that we can have a little bit of hope here and we can be in this place where we're like, yeah, I'm super excited. Super excited. Since 2013, Bitcoin has reached an all-time high 380 days after each halving. There's no way 2025 will be, will be an exception. BTC and low caps will go parabolic. Here's the list of alts with 1,000x potential. We don't care about it, right? We don't care about that. What we do care about is where the Bitcoin halving was, and then ultimately where hopefully we're going to get to in terms of the all-time highs. And I think, look, we've sort of plotted this on a chart before. We've kind of worked through what this looks like. Again, the break over the previous all-time high we've done. I just think I'm kind of not quite in that same space that I'm sort of almost gone to the other side now. I'm like, I don't think this is going to be the same as every other Bitcoin cycle. Otherwise, it would be. I know people go, well, it is. It kind of isn't. It doesn't feel the same. You know, we've never had a bull market that's broke all-time highs, that's pumped so quick, dumped, and everyone's kind of fear-mongered, and it's been driven hugely by institution. If this was a traditional 4-year cycle minus institutional money, we'd have literally be all over. Like, it'd be done, so. It'd be done. The rules are exactly the same, Cracker, so it's $15, $5 a ticket. So it's exactly the same. The difference is rather than, we'll probably just do a bigger buy on the chart on the back of it. We're just trying to generate a little bit of capital. I'm probably going to seed it with a little bit. Whatever's in the kind of contract, I'm going to put in there as well. So we'll have a little bit more. So you're gonna win some. That's my view. So yeah, we'll see how that all kind of goes through. So yeah, so exactly the same as it always is. Just rather than it be buys and nothing else, we're doing it. We're just going to try it. Like, it's not going to be both times. We're just going to try and see what happens. Like I said, it may work, it may not. Okay. And then finally, look, I thought this was worthwhile thinking about Rex Capital, given his view. He says the idea was first explored in mid-October. The actual ended up playing out. If Bitcoin repeated history and followed through on a same path in this current range. For history to repeat, BTC would need to reject from the 99K. Interesting theory. Hold 93.5, break 97.99, reject 104, hold 97.99, break out to new all-time highs. So look, I think we're getting into a world where we want to see this kind of retest, floor and break above. That's kind of the key things we want to do. And I think ultimately, therefore, that's kind of where we get to as a break back to the upside. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think the cycle's been delayed. I mean, many people think it is. Many people are even calling for a 5-year cycle. I mean, imagine that. Imagine a 5-year cycle and how wild that would be. So yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious. And let me know what you think as well on TikTok, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, tap that screen. Lock a couple of likes in. Support the channel. It would be massively appreciative. Like I said, we're trying to grow this channel as much as we can. So I appreciate your time, as always. And if you've got any questions about anything to do or related to cryptocurrency, I will try my best to answer them. Okay, let's get into the news. But first, let's talk about this. $3.59 billion of ETF inflows and outflows today. Pretty crazy. But look at this. BlackRock accumulating again. Like, they are on a rampage right now. They are on an absolute rampage. The reality here is that, look, BlackRock are buying huge amounts of Bitcoin. ALTCOINS are trying to keep up. They didn't really buy anything. But look at that. 21,000 purchased over the course of the last week. You can see here, look, this is kind of how it's all playing out. Today is going to be a strong upside day, I believe. 2840 still leaves, what, 1,700 minus 7 doesn't really matter, plus 168,800. Let's say 100, 100, 100. That's 5. That's probably another 100. Yeah, so you're probably going to get a surplus 2,000 Bitcoin today. Well, 2,000 times what, 94,000? Anyone do the maths? Or 95? Anyone got quick maths? Anyone? $200 million. So look, it's going to be a solid day as that plays through, in my opinion. What's going on, Husky Rider? Let's go, baby. Good to see you, man. Don't forget, as always, hit the like button if you are bullish on everything crypto. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Definitely recommend it. It's definitely worthwhile your time. And also, if you guys here on a little TikTok, thank you so much. Andrew Shergold joining the stream. I appreciate you guys. Again, if you could just tap the screen, lock a couple of likes in, that would be good. Like I said, it does help out. I was watching some of the kind of other lives just to see and make sure I'm doing things right. It's not quite as interactive as I think some other people are doing, but hey, other people just cook or they talk nonsense, whereas I'm talking all things that are going to make you a lot of potential gains in the upcoming bull market. Okay, right. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on then with the news. We'll double back onto this because I think it's important to think about how this is all playing out. But let's get into it. Right, Tether. Pretty wild news coming out of Tether. Released their much-awaited critical first quarter attestation report, right? Pretty wild if you think about it. This is insane, actually, in fairness. But Tether, the issue of the world's largest stablecoin, published its report showing its assets for the first quarter of the year. Now, before we get into this, $7 billion worth of Bitcoin. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. They also have a significant amount of treasuries. We'll talk about that. But US Treasury bonds reached an all-time high with approximately $120 billion as of March 31st, 2025. During the same period, Tether's total assets exceeded $150 billion. Liability stood at $143. So you could argue and say, well, right now, Tether is sort of $5.5 billion liquid. Like you could say it that way. 5.6, yeah. So assets exceed its liability by $5.6 billion. That's pretty wild if you think about it. There's not a lot of businesses that I think would be in that sort of place, given its overhead counts and all the rest of it. So if you're in a world where you are still not like thinking, well, the market might not be doing it, Bitcoin might not go to new all-time highs, everything, like think about that. Like Tether is absolutely double down. First quarter 2025 solidifies Tether's leadership in stability, strength, and vision. Record US Treasury exposures. Now, the reason I keep bringing this up is this is really important. US Treasury exposure. Think about it. This is going to be the year, 2025, where the US government is going to print more treasuries than ever. Printing treasuries is basically printing money. Printing money means that inflation costs come down, interest rates should come down, yada, yada, yada. Also known as QE or quantitative easing. The fact then that you've got companies like Tether buying huge amounts of them. You've also got companies like Ondo looking to put that onto the blockchain. It's wild. We remain committed to delivering the most transparent and value to our users. Our mission is clear: to support the digital economy in a responsible and compliant manner and strengthen the role of the US dollar in a global arena. Pretty interesting. And again, some massive, massive news coming out of this as well. Look at this. Treasury holdings now $3 billion year on year. And obviously this runs through all of the short-term treasuries into the high ones. What people look at are the 10-year ones, really. There's obviously 25-year ones as well. This sort of goes through a little bit what we're talking about. Profits are down from record 2024 levels, no surprise, but I definitely think there is more to come. It's only a decline of 7.1 billion in excess reserves last quarter 2024. So look, Tether is very liquid, lots of capital. And look, I don't want to spook anyone in the market. How much validity sits within that report? I'd be interested to know. Just my personal view, by the way. But the reality is that is looking pretty good. We should probably put that USDT.D. Yeah, is that what we're saying? And just have that as like a reference point. So yeah, 5.0. So, I mean, it's coming down a little bit. So obviously we'd see this shift, right? I'm not super au fait with this, but I'm assuming Tether coming down means Bitcoin cryptocurrency going up. I think that's probably, that's a standard sentiment as that walks through. So keep your eyes peeled on what that looks like. We might be back above 97,000. Do you know why? Because you guys are hitting the like button, and so are you guys on TikTok as well. So thank you guys. Hit the like button. Also, don't make sure you absolutely follow the channel as well. You want to be updated on all things cryptocurrency. All things cryptocurrency. You definitely don't want to miss out. We got you covered, as always, right here. Right. Let's double down on this. The breakout for Bitcoin. Now, we were looking at the charts, but what are the experts telling us? Well, Bitcoin holding above 95K with analysts predicting a breakout towards 125 to 150 Q3 2025. I think that aligns pretty much to what we've been saying. Now, there's some key indicators there looking at here. The MVRV indicator showing 95,870 is a key level before eyes resistance near 114. So think about how that looks like. The MVRV, we can take a look at that in a minute if you want, but I still think we've got a little bit more to go in terms of just breaking some of these key ones. We know 100K is going to be pretty challenging. I think that's fair to say. We obviously know that there'll be some further challenges down the line in terms of how that all plays out. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. In my opinion, I think it's going to be worthwhile. Worthwhile from a macro side of things. Have some of you guys have sent Coinbase stacked Ethereum. What the hell is that? You've sent, hold on, base chain. What is Coinbase? What is that? Who sent that? Massive choppers. Coinbase staked Ethereum. What is this you guys have sent? Oh my God. Okay. Get it. I think I get it. I don't know where it is though. Oh, it's there. Okay. No, it's fine actually. I think. 30. Okay, I'll have to have a look at that in a minute. I'll have a look. Glenn says, what's going on, Tim? Oh, yeah. Nice tea. So, look, these are what we're looking for. Breaks above. Veteran trader Peter Brand highlights that Bitcoin has recently approached the broken parabolic trend line. BTC manages to regain the slope. The next leg of the bull market could propel the price towards 125 to 150. I think if you look at Fibonacci's, that's kind of where we get to. If you were to go higher, 2618, what does 2618 put in? 166, 1618, 131. We talked about that before. Again, it's going to be key as to how we break it. Obviously, tomorrow will be the last day of institutionals before we go into the weekend. We'll see. Fed meeting is next week. Yes, the 7th. Is where we potentially will not get rate cuts. I think it's fair to say there will be no rate cuts next week. But what I think there will be is a more dovish approach from Jerome Powell. Just my view, like I said, just my view. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But like I said, I'm pretty optimistic as it's going to kind of play out, in my opinion. So, like I said, we'll see. But I'm much more bullish and much more optimistic as how it kind of plays out. So yeah, we'll see. Right, I think I have this now. I think I have this. Maybe. Not really sure. What's news? Don't you worry about it, bro. I got you covered. So Let me just put that window back over there. So keep your eyes peeled on this, right? This is going to be important. We look like we might retest 97. That would be a good finish to the day, by the way, if we can break above 97,000. So yeah, keep your eye on it. Right, Bitcoin market clears speculative front as the on-chain indicators stabilize. We talked about this in terms of macro data and what this kind of key things to look at. Everyone right now talking about the MVRV indicator, which I'm going to bring up for you guys, because why not? We can have a look at it and just kind of get a bit of a feel for what it looks like. We've looked at this before, so it's not like a new trend. It's not a new chart that we can see. But what you've got is, generally speaking, big moves up to the upside, particularly are followed by BTC price. So you generally get a slight move up in MVRV, followed then by a price move on BTC. And actually, you know, we're kind of sitting pretty right now at this sort of top end of March, both of which are going to the upside, along with M2 still continues to be very, very bullish. We talked about that the other day as well. So M2 continues to look strong. You can see here, look, we are expecting a solid move to the upside if you were to sort of play this out and sort of correlate the two. So this will be when somebody, I don't know, when some sort of country started printing. So, you know, think about how that's all going to play out. You know, we're sort of in this range, aren't we, really? If you think about it, the push up furthermore, the consolidate before we start to go even higher. So, look, I think M2 is very interesting and we'll keep very, very close to what that metric looked like. So, watch out for that. But keep your posted. Going to be bullish. Bitcoin is trading above the thresholds condition. The market regime transitions into past cycles. However, Glassnode cautions holding above these levels is essential. And I think actually right now, you know, BTC looking like it has a bit of strength in it because you've got institutions that have rallied us up to this point, and it feels a little bit like, you know, there's an element of FOMO. There's some people kind of going, oh, maybe I should have got in. Current consolidation aligns with critical technical levels, including the 111-day moving average, short-term holder cost basis. We touched on short-term holders yesterday as well, which I think is important. So, yeah. Marcel Humphrey says, needs green candles back to December prices. Yeah, I mean, it's still got to go a little bit, hasn't it? I mean, it's getting there. Like, if you think about it, we touched on this the other day as well, this kind of really obvious W pattern. We said, look out for this break to the upside. We've got exactly that. So, yeah, I mean, you've got to get out of this green zone right now. 100K, 99.5, 100K. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Like Tim says, 20 today's race, send 5, 10, or 15 to the base ETH to that address there. Ends in, not to D677 home. Tim, what the hell are you talking about? That's not right. That's not right. That's that's not right, Tim. It's definitely not D677. It's not D677. Tim's hustling. Tim, that's not right. Someone delete that comment. Tim's hustling. Get out of here, Tim. The wallet address ends F3952. So that's the number that you are looking to get involved. So some people are getting in, by the way. Some people are bullish. And again, like I said, we'll see how this plays out. We will give a view as to what this does. And then what we'll kind of do in terms of the tokens, we'll start doing a couple of like task-based giveaways, which I think will be kind of cool. So yeah. I mean, that's true. Yeah, it is in the description, by the way. You can check it out in the description. That's where it all is. You can literally click on the description and you can see it. Right. So let's continue on. MVRV we touched on, which is important. Let's just really quickly, by the way, while we're here, let's just really quickly look at this. We haven't looked at it. We were going to look at it yesterday. And I forgot, actually. I totally forgot. Someone asked me in the space, 2.210 million Bitcoin available, up 2.5. Where is that coming in, by the way? Who's putting it into their Binance? I bet they're moving it out of their cold wallets. Look at this for the week, though. 50,000 Bitcoin over the last 7 days are removed from exchanges. I mean, hard to not be bullish on that statement. Yes, we've seen a bit of an inflow. Again, these will come from things like cold wallets and all the rest of it. So you have to be mindful as to kind of how that all plays out. But like we said, pretty optimistic. All being said, I think it's worthwhile thinking about. Right, I am just going to have to kind of move this. I'm sorry, TikTok. You just need to move a little bit. In fact, I can do this. Just bear with me. Don't get weird on me, TikTok. You guys need to come over here because my phone is about to die because it has no battery in it. So I need to plug you in. So just to let you guys know, you are balanced on a can of Coke Zero. Oh man, it's super awkward there though, isn't it? That is super, super awkward. Hold on. Let me see if I can put you a little bit more. Not better? It's not really better, is it? But anyway, there we go. Sorry about that. Tired of waiting for alt season. 5 months of dips. I mean, in alts, yes, alts have been pretty challenging. Let's be fair. But the reason why you've got altcoins dips is obviously the first thing people do is exit altcoins when the market's taking a bit of a tumble, and that's what we've seen with tariffs. What I would say, though, at 96.7, 97,000 retest today, that's pretty optimistic as to where we've been. You've got a Ukraine-US minerals deal being solved. The Iran thing just needs to go away, and, you know, we need to just not have nuclear weapons in Iran, and Trump needs to not, you know, poke the bear, let's say. We could do without that. If I'm dead honest, we could definitely do without that. So important to think about. But I would argue and say, look, at this price range, we're hitting some key supports. You've got institutional money flowing back into the market. Feels very similar. Very, very similar right now to kind of what it looks like and has done previously. So, yeah. I know, but I've been in crypto for 3 years now. Yeah, it's nothing. So you haven't even done a full cycle yet. I've been in crypto since 2017. So, yeah, it definitely isn't about how long you've got in the game. It's about how to manage emotions is about how long you've been in the game, definitely. But this is very different to normal cycles. It's definitely not... Definitely the same. I would still say this, and I've been saying this now for probably the last 12 months while everyone's kind of been freaking out, that I still believe the best of the market is yet to come. And I truly believe that. So I'll tell you my conviction in that. I haven't sold a single thing. I didn't sell a single coin when the market dipped. I took opportunities. This one, Holmes. I don't like this one. I don't want it on a separate thing, Holmes. So I think, you know, the reality is that it's, is it this extended one with an offset? Is it this one? It was this one, wasn't it? I can only do it in 108 days. So, yeah. So I think, look, my view, by the way, as always stayed relatively resolved when I come to this. Just relax. It's going to be fine. Yes, we're going to see some turmoil. Yes, it's going to be pretty crazy. But I believe right now we've never, ever been in a position like we are. I've been saying this for ages. I was saying it kind of all the run up to a potential Trump election that, you know, given everything that's coming, given some of the macro stuff that's coming, we've never been in this sort of place before, and I think it's really interesting when you start to walk it through. So, important. Yeah, definitely a psychological game. 2-bit super cycle incoming. I hope, yeah, I'm down for it. I'm definitely down for it. But look, Marcel, that's the important thing. Every day is a school day, and if you learn a little bit every single day, then it's fine. But like I said, we need some key things to happen. We absolutely need some momentum to come with us. And more importantly, we need to kind of see these key levels get wiped out. We're still looking for confirmation of this breakout on the weekly MACD. But look at this. This MACD is starting to look very, very bullish. If we can go through the weekend solid into next week and relatively stable or to the uptrend, then guess what? I think we're going to be seeing some pretty nice moves into next week. Very close on the MACD right now. One more week, maybe two, and I think we flip on the green. 3-day already flipped. So 3-day, we're already there. The longer the time scale, the more optimistic the move could be. MACD, we flipped bullish on the 3-day chart. So like I said, a week, and I think we go live on the weekly, which will be obviously very, very optimistic indeed. And actually, when you just kind of look at this pattern, you can sort of get into a place of think, well, it's all sort of playing out very obviously. You've got some key levels of price resistance that we've sort of seen and broke through. So look, I'm pretty cool where we are. Pretty cool where we are. Also, 100 days in the settings. Okay. So I need to just do one that's got, is it this one? 10-week lead time. Oh, but I don't want it to be down here, though. It's super annoying down here. Super annoying down here, Holmes. Maybe it's this one. Is it this one? Oh, this one looks like it might come on. Oh, what the heck is that? What is that? Jesus. Get off. Get out of here. M2. I thought I'd just put global. Hold on a minute. Global liquidity index. Global liquidity index. Is it this one? What's that done? Global liquidity index. And then we want to change it to, oops. To, oh yeah, look, we can add that in. USA. So these are all, oh yeah, look, let's just bash them all in. Bosh. Bosh. There we go. There we go. And then it is, so that's got everything in it now. It just needs a delay on it, doesn't it? It's not delaying for some reason. SMA length, rock length. Let's put that to 71. Does that give us a bit more of a... No, minus 71. No. Okay. Okay. Other countries, M2. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. I'll sort it out afterwards. It's all been a bit weird. Where did you see the bull? The Trump coin price? What? Where do you see this bull for Trump? Okay, I'm just going to be dead honest. I'm going to be dead honest. If it's not a top-tier Trump coin, a top-tier meme coin, I'm not sure about it. And I thought Trump would have a good time. It kind of did. I'm not going to lie. It's still down. The problem you've got is that, yeah, that is going to be pretty harsh. And it's going to be pretty challenging as to kind of how this all plays out. Do I think they'll pump it? Yes. I think my advice, if you were looking to maybe get a position in this, I'd try and buy it as cheap as possible. Now, I know what people are going to say. Well, that's obvious, right? That's obvious you would buy it as cheap as possible. But if I was generally speculating on like the Trump meme coin, I would try and wait for something to happen, whether this impeachment stuff comes out, because it will dump on the back of that news. Maybe pick a position up. My personal view, I don't own any. I sold it all, up here somewhere. I own Pepe because I think that's going to be a big one this market. I'm into Brett as I think that's going to be good. And I kind of feel like I should have maybe got a position back in WIF, but that's about it really. I'm not in any other real memes at this minute. I'm much more in kind of utility altcoin based plays, things like Aerodrome Finance, Jasmine, Near Protocol, Ondo, Casper, XRP is obviously pretty solid. Solana is another good one as well. So yeah, that'd be my view on Trump coin. I think, if you can get it maybe sub $10, you might be all right, but you'd have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and see. Hope my memes make me money. Turbo, Pepe, Bonk in my top 3. Yeah, Turbo, I'm not sure about. Pepe and Bonk, I think you're fine. The reason why I say that with with Turbo is it got delisted off Coinbase. That's definitely not a good thing. Definitely not a good thing. So, right. Finally, just really, really quickly, look at this. We are regularly monitoring the assets on our exchange to ensure they meet our listing standards. Based on recent reviews, we will suspend trading for Move on May 15th. I don't know why this is. Does anyone else know why this is? Obviously, Move, the reason why I think this is important, by the way, is because Move is part of the World Liberty Finance portfolio, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. It was actually a very big holding as well. I don't know if they still got it. Yeah, they've still got it, look. So they've got over $1 million worth of Move right now. And it's kind of sat, not really doing much. So, yeah, kind of crazy to think about as that all sort of plays in. But, yeah, pretty wild. I have 200 coins from $7 and keep hold. My personal target is $100 to $200. Wow, Edward, that's bullish. $200 on Trump coin is wild. But hey, you never know. Patrick says you should buy back some SHIB 2-bit. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure that SHIB. Everyone knows what SHIB does in a bull market cycle. I'm not sure that right now that's what is all about. But I know people are still bullish. I know there's a massive community that sits behind SHIB. So, look, I don't think it would be the most horrendous play in the world. But like I said, my view would then be that why would I not buy more Pepe? Pepe right now, depending on when you bought it, is probably a pretty good steal. Sui, I kind of feel like I want to get into the Sui ecosystem. It's kind of bugging me a little bit right now. But I don't really know anything to get into, if I'm dead honest. Kind of reached out to a couple of my marketing guys and was like, hey, have you got any like SWE players? Like, I'd be dead interested to get into maybe a SWE DeFi player and hold some tokens for it and sort of see what happens maybe. I think that'd be pretty interesting. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. I live deep on SWE. Really? Oh man, you tell me some players to get into. Like, I'm dead curious about it. I'm not. Like I say, I'm not into SWE really, but yeah, I kind of feel like I want to sort of get into a SWE player, but yeah, we'll see. We will see. Don't forget, by the way, hit the like button. Also, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I recommend it. Your little face, well, it's not your face actually. It'll be a little thing that says, "Hey, this absolute legend just subscribe to the channel." So let's take a quick look at what's going on over here. House took a pretty big retracement. If anyone was thinking about getting that looks like it's giving you a great opportunity to get in. The only thing I would be mindful of is that volume looks terrible. So I don't quite know what's gone on, Holmes. I don't know if you're aware of it, but that volume is awful. Yeah, it's pretty wild that volume has gone so bad. And then Marbitz, obviously, I would highly recommend taking a look at this project. Do your own research as always, but again, it's not going to be a bad idea. 391 is current market cap, 93.5k in LP. $17 in volume is the challenge. Absolutely is the challenge. We want to get into there, but yeah, we're still holding up. We seem like we've plateaued a little bit Hopefully, we're just trying a few things differently, trying to do a few little jiggery pokery, see if we can sort of get a couple of things starting to kind of play out and start to work, while at the same time just waiting for a couple of macro sort of economic things to happen. But keep your eyes peeled. There's some stuff going in the background that, I'm kind of like, I'm cool with it. Like, it's like, okay, yeah, I see where we can start to kind of move this a little bit. So yeah, keep on trucking is my view. Thoughts on Casper? Everyone said a good play. Yeah. On Casper, as in KASPA. Yeah, there's some pretty crazy things going on over there. KRC 20s. I was talking to Crypto J earlier on about it, actually. There's some really good coins that have started to move big. One of which did about 400%, which is wild. So, yeah, there's some pretty big players coming on Casper. Watch out for that as well. So, yeah, kind of interesting to see how that all plays out. But is it too much liquidity on this Trump meme coin to not get rocket? I don't know what you mean. There's a lot of liquidity on Trump coin. The reality is it's going to pump, isn't it? Let's just be honest. Like, it's going to move. Of course it is. Of course it is. It's literally the President of the United States meme coin. Like, of course it's going to move. It'll just move with sentiment and market. I guess market pushes maybe from him. Not sure, but keep your eye on it. You're very, very quiet on TikTok, by the way. Feel free. I've got 25 new messages, though, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, as always, if you've got anything you want to ask, any questions, by all means, feel free just to drop them, and I will try and answer as many as I can. Equally, if it's your first time here, then yeah, definitely hit that follow button. We'd appreciate it as always. Bullish ones, Curtis. Yeah, Curtis, Ondo, Link, and Sui for me. Yeah, good play. ZBCM was moving well as well today. Actually, I saw that ZBCM was on another good move, up at 5.5. So this could break out again. By the way. You're looking at 1453, confirmation break above 1453, probably sends you to anywhere above 17, maybe even a bit higher, actually. That 14, yeah, that range there is going to be pretty crazy, but I think that range opens up that, followed by then probably something like that. You could get something like this, maybe. Maybe a rejection as that then retest through. If the market continues up, ZBCN could be pretty interesting for sure. The Trump boys will move. Yeah, I think they will. There'll be something come out. There'll definitely be something come out. I don't know what yet. Midterms could be interesting. We'll see. We'll see if it lasts that long. But yeah, could be something that comes out. I think that could be pretty interesting. So, like I said, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled on what's going on. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Like I said, if people are bullish on it, people might not be. I don't know if I can help you. And like Stream Element says, have you subscribed to the channel? I highly recommend subscribing to the channel. Just giving you an update, by the way. We've got, how many people have we got in now? I think I'm giving to this. We've got a few in, by the way. We've got a few guys. Like I said, if you are interested in getting in, then by all means. It does feel like it's going to be a pretty slow-ish race. Maybe people aren't quite sure what and how we're doing, but if you are interested, check out the description. That'll tell you all you need to know. And I'll just need to make sure that I've got everyone in that should be in, because we've got it on 2 chains at the minute. You guys are wild. Yeah, we would not break 97k. You don't think BTC's going up? It's definitely a bit of consolidation range at the minute. Solve protocol. What the hell is that? Solve protocol. This one? Nah, what the hell is this? That's not it. Clearly, that's not it. I don't know what it is. Solve. Oh, is it this one here? Wrap BNB. Is it this? 56 million market cap, 24k in volume, 117k liquidity. I mean, I don't know what it is. I've no idea, but interesting. Meme coin says, if you had a meme coin, what would you call it? Man, if I had a meme coin. I actually did have an idea for a meme coin, right? I did have an idea for a meme coin. And I think it would be great. I would call it 80087233. That's what the name of the meme coin would be. Does anyone know what that is? Or I'd call it 80082. I think. Why give it away? Because I'm definitely not launching a meme coin. And by that time, if I really, really wanted to do a meme coin, I could do something different. I And I'm clearly not going to launch a meme coin, so that's why I did it. That's why I did it. But yeah, it's whether people understand what it is or not. That'd be the question. But yeah, 80082. That's what I would call it. You should make the first Ledger XRP coin. That could be pretty wild, couldn't it? I wanted to get into Virtual's protocol, but pumped the day and I paid over 100%. Ooh, Curtis. Justin Sally was bullish on that. Call it 2-bit or not 2-bit. 2-bit or not 2-bit? That, my dear friends, is the question. That, my dear friends, is absolutely the question. So, yeah. But yeah, that's what I would call it. And if anyone... I feel like you guys don't know what it is, so that makes it fine, Vern, if they don't know what it is. But yeah. 80082 is what I would call it. There we go. Look, Curtis. You've used 5, though. It's 2's better, isn't it? Oh, dear me. With a calculator icon. You see, Curtis, you know what it's about. You know what it's about. Do you have a Solana address? Yeah, of course I have a Solana address. Of course I do. In fact, I've got quite a few Solana addresses. But yeah, with the calculator icon, definitely. Yeah, that's exactly what I would do it as. And I think that would be super bullish. Do you know how many have been launched? Look at this, by the way. See? No one's ever launched that. It's a... Oh, no, someone has. Oh, absolute choppers. That must have been someone recently. But that's what I would call it anyway. But no one's actually done it properly, other than this one, maybe. Man, I thought people hadn't done it. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Look at this. Some people have actually done it. Oh, no. Maybe you'd have to do that then. You'd have to go 7233, I think. No one's done that one. No one's done that one. Oh, dear me. Nothing wrong with a nice pair. See, exactly. There's so many ways you could go with it. So many ways you could go with it. Like I said, you just do it in that. The calculator is the key to it. The calculator is definitely the key to it. And you could definitely do it on some sort of AI-generated platform for sure. For sure. I hear there's a huge liquidity gap with 100k Bitcoin shorts. Is it good or bad? Well, there's a lot of potential liquidations at that price. So I think I saw like $1 billion, 100k, something crazy like that. It's definitely come down a little bit. So that's on Binance. Hold on, let me go to the full BTC pitch. So 100k, yeah, well, I was right. So 100k, $1.94 billion worth of shorts. That would be pretty crazy, by the way. You'd see I think if we can break 100k, you would see a very, very quick push to maybe 103, 104. Just my prediction, by the way. You have to make a lot of zeros on the first Ledger XRP because they got bought up if under a quadrillion. Really? I know a couple of people that launched a few coins on the XRP Ledger. They kind of did all right, but not great, in fairness. Not great. Send it and I'll donate. Let's get it meme coin. Man, I already run a project. I literally run this project. Marbitz. This is my project. Oh, I was going to change the taxes, wasn't I, tonight? Marbitz is the token this is actually my token. So, yeah, I'm not in a world where I'm going to go and launch a meme coin. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Maybe in a year's time when Marbitz is, either absolutely skyrocketing or, we're all on our way to the moon, then I might do something. But yeah, I don't have it in me to run 2 projects, a YouTube channel, a full 9-to-5 job, 3 kids. Not for me. Whales buy you out in the first day of low zeros. Oh, really? That doesn't surprise me, actually. That doesn't surprise me. You see that a lot with Solana coins as well. Like, loads of people come in and just scoop it up, manufacture. That's what Pump Fund kind of, that was the whole problem with that, really. People could get in super early and then kind of do it. But yeah. My view, by the way, if everyone's like, oh, do a 2-bit meme coin, just get into Marbitz. That's literally my coin. It's worth it. 2-bit, 222228888 would be better if you can break the code. Something less, isn't it? I don't know. It's I can't really see it. Anyway, Crick Stockholm just means that there is a massive barrier at 100k. Yeah. It just means there's lots of sell pressure. Liquidations there. If you look at the other one as well, by the way, if you were to look at the actual heat map, that's going to give you where spot. Oh, it's not this one. Sorry. That's going to give you where the spot volume is as well. By the way, so again. A little bit there, you see 97. 100k is not too bad, by the way, let's do it on the week. This is on Binance only, though, so, we've wiped out a good chunk of it, so, right now, we're kind of sitting pretty. I'd like to see us I would like to see this momentum just kind of go a little bit more, but look, sometimes 2.5% on BTC in a 24-hour period is fine. People just need to relax a little bit. It's just my opinion. So anyway, right. 100K will be likely build as we get closer. Yeah, I mean, look how long it took us to break 100K last time. It took us a while to break 100K last time, if you remember. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe move a little bit of BTC to Yearn Finance. What the hell is BTC? What's Yearn Finance? I need to have a look at it. I have a lot of Solana staked. I mean, Aerodrome Finance right now. I bet those rates have gone up now with that push up on price. It was just under 22% last time. I bet it's gone up again. Bear in mind, it was last Sunday. Last Sunday I cleared out. So where are we at? Oh man, it's gone down 14%. What the hell? What the hell, Aerodrome Finance? What have we earned so far? See, nearly $40 since Sunday. That's all right. That's all right. What are we at today? Thursday, Sunday, Monday. Well, it's kind of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, 4 days. That's all right, actually. Check-in Finance done crazy returns last cycle. Many are hoping it does something similar. All right, wow. Rest of the week, up or down for BTC and ETH? I think up. I think we'll do a bit more tomorrow. I think institutions will still buy. The test for me is the weekend. What happens at the weekend? Do we see this expectation of retail? Because if retail think it's going to pump next week, which could be on the back of, the PC, not PCE, on the back of the Fed rates, if we get a dovish Fed, people may front run an expectation that the market's going to move to the upside next week. They may. Equally, they could go, man, wow, we've had a good run. I don't want the Fed to dump it again. I'm going to exit at my position. So I think we need to be sort of partially mindful as to kind of how it will play out, just in my opinion, by the way. So, yeah. That's my opinion. And I'm sticking with it. Right. Let me just see if we've got everybody in that we should have. I'm making sure that I've got all the ones. So 0670C. Yeah, got you. You're in. CCD7, you're in. 7041's in. F110's in. And D677 is in. Again, if you are interested, by the way, check out the description if you want to grab a bag quickly. We are going to race this up. So we got like 60-ish. Maybe a bit more, actually. Maybe like 75. So I'll top a little bit into this as well, by the way. And then, let's do 3x on your winnings. So win a text as usual. The old $50. Because why not? That's the power of the bits. Not sold if it will happen, though, personally. Check in. Okay. I can't see Bitcoin price going crazy with the Fed rate decision coming next week. I mean, that's true. It depends what the sort of sentiment is. I don't think it'd be a surprise that we're not going to see markets move to the upside. I think that's absolutely crystal clear right now. So I don't think that's a particular concern right now. So sit tight and see where we get to. What crypto can I buy for $10 and it turns into 10,000? Thanks in advance. Marbitz. I don't know. I've no idea. If you find out though, let me know. Weekends always sell off. I don't think so. We've kind of had some solid weekends. Last weekend was a Friday. We continued on Saturday. Sunday was pretty flat, actually. So we did see a pump Saturday to dump. We then got a little green candle into these big green candles. That was pretty good. So I think it's been mixed. We got a good move on last Sunday. The 23rd was green. Sunday, I think flat or up, I'll take. Flat or up, I'll take the weekend. I'd rather not see like a big sell-off, but yeah, we'll see. I think retail is the ones to be mindful of, isn't it? Retail are the ones to keep your eyes peeled on. Are they going to sell or aren't they going to sell? And I think that's important. I personally think retail will sit quiet this weekend. I don't think we'll see much going on because I think they'll want to see what happens next week. I think with Fed rates, there's not a lot of macro data coming in, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled on the prize. That's what I would say, by the way. That is what I would say. Right. YFI is old school and popular on crypto.com. Man, still got a big cut on my arm. Right, let me get this set up. I'm ready to rock and roll. You know the drill. You know the drill, baby. Yes, the Fed rate, we've done that, although we'll leave that open as well. Liquidation heat map's fine. Bitcoin is on a bit of a sell-off right now, so yeah. Trump is a bit in markets, has to recover from buying hangover. We'll get there just how long. Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think so. I think a lot of people are like, oh, the economy is terrible, but, you know, it could just be as simple as flick as a switch. Equally, you know, it might absolutely not go right. Might not go right as well. So, yeah, we'll see. Meme coin, what's your Solana address? What are you looking for? I don't know what you want. You just want to send me some money. Like, I'm down for it. I'm 100% down for it. It's gonna be May. But you're just gonna send me some Solana, or are you just gonna or like, you can get into this race tonight if you want. If you want, I can give you a Sol address for sure. Like, if that's what you want to do, I'm down for it, and I can add you into the race this evening if you want. Every time I think that's fine. It's gotta be me. I don't know how I can send you this though. So, receive Solana. There you go. I don't know if you can copy that. There you go. There's a Solana address. Every time I think boom. A lot will hang on when tariff deals get made for the longer term. I mean, maybe. We'll have to see. A lot will hang when tariff deals get made for the longer term. Yeah, that's the big one. We need to see kind of, you know, we need to see something. I want to see some like tariff announcement, or, you know, kind of, I'd like to see something like that. That'd be good. A deal with, we thought South Korea, India potentially are going to be the latest ones that get there. Yeah, ZBCN looking pretty interesting. We were talking about that actually. Looks like it's had a bit of a sell-off actually since we were last here speaking about it, but still, the overall market is just taking a bit of a cool-off now. 96.5 on BTC. Algo's gone red, you know. Aerodrome Finance might break back below $70. Hopefully it doesn't, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Only time's going to tell. Do you know what I mean? Only time will tell. I still am pretty optimistic in this market. And actually, when you look at kind of today, you'd argue a lot of it is moving in the right direction. And it's a overall market sentiment. I'll tell you one thing just to have a quick look at that I haven't seen today. I didn't look at it, actually. I probably should have done. Where are we at? Fear and Greed Index. Anyone know? Fear and Greed Index is at 51. Interesting. Rate cuts and money printing. Yeah, I mean, rate cuts, we look like June. We definitely look like June, by the way, for rate cuts, personally. Not this one coming up. Definitely not. Definitely not. XCN, we've talked about. Yeah, flat. Not really doing much. Looks challenged, is how I would leave that. Is there still time? Yes. Yeah, but it's slightly different, Mark. It's kind of what we talked about yesterday. So it's an Ethereum-based entry. So if you go into the description, you can see the wallet address. So yeah, it's that way we're doing it tonight. We're doing it slightly different. So, are we doing the TikTok thing as well this weekend? Are we going to do like a little bit of a like live TikTok live stream? Is people like up for it? I posted it in the TG as well, by the way, Mark. Yeah, let's do it. TikTok live, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. Yeah, Holmes, you're going to come on TikTok live, Holmes. Let's go. How can you afford not to miss that? Holmes, TikTok live. Bullish. Man, I'm excited. Hey, to see the news concerning Move. Yeah, could be delisted. It is. They've, well, not delisted, actually. That's not fair. Suspended. Why has it been done, by the way? Taiwan Semiconductors. Why is Move being taken off Coinbase? Does anyone know? Here's the wallet, by the way. Here's the wallet. Yes. Yeah. Well, originally the Tuesday was going to be ETH. But obviously I didn't do it this Tuesday because I was a bit like, I'm not doing it if like 3K gets dumped on the chart. So yeah. So I'll DM Lounge. Yeah, I can DM him and let him know. I wasn't sure what day we were going to do it, so I don't have TikTok or X. Curtis, you should get it. TikTok's all right. I mean, depends. I feel like you can lose a lot of your time to it, but I'm trying to build my platform out. Yeah, I got you, Mark. That's a good point, actually. That's a good point. Did I not pin it? Maybe I didn't pin it. Not if I remember. There we go. Be funny to see Holmes. Yeah. Holmes crashes after evidence of insider selling. Wow. Man, they are just like, they're just proper knobs out there. You know, these people that run these projects. I absolutely don't include myself in that, by the way, but they are just proper knobs. Like, why do they sell? Why do they sell? I don't know. By the way, if you're on TikTok, we're going to do a live on Saturday. We're going to bring some people in. It's going to be pretty epic. It's going to be pretty epic, actually. We're going to talk all things cryptocurrency live for you guys on TikTok with very much my community. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited for it. Man, I'm going to get Holmes' wise words. What time of the day? I think we'll try and do it like... We'll try and do it like a normal time. I don't want to do it too late because obviously I'm not actually live streaming Saturday, so I don't really want to do it like I would normally do a live stream. So I think we should probably try and do it in the afternoon sometime. Maybe it'd be good. Let's work it out. We'll have a bit of a DM off and kind of work it out. So anyway, right. We're just going to wait for Mark Noby to get in. And then we're good. There he is. Boom. Oh, he's using the base ETH as well. Get it, Mark. Love it. I love it. Right, let's get you in. I can literally put you in because it's an ENS as well. Mark Noby. Boom. Right. As always, thank you so much, everybody on TikTok. But this is where we leave you for obvious reasons. We'll be back tomorrow night, 4 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you hit that follow button. Tap the screen. Don't go anywhere. Right, let's get rid of TikTok because we don't want to get banned on TikTok. Do you know what the crazy thing is? It definitely must be something to do with what comes up on my screen because I've had no restrictions, no nothing. Like, TikTok's, like, fine. They're totally cool. Patrick, I'm not going yet, by the way. So, yeah, TikTok's, like, totally fine unless I actually put charts and stuff on the screen. So, yeah, it's like, okay, moving on. Move in on. I'm not about it. So, right, let's bring up a little Trackerino, and then we're going to go and race these marbles. Let's see who gets it. Mark Noby's in. Let's see who's going to walk away with a prize, of which I'm bullish on. So, yeah, we need to find a good song. I'll tell you what we need to listen to, what we haven't listened to a while, which is... man, where is it? Where is it? Oh, man. None of them had names on it. Okay, fine. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Too many listed too fast. Seems crypto's ethics problem in general doesn't inspire trust for future investors. That's true. I think at the minute that's true. The problem you've got is you've got so many bad people, like so many complete choppers that come into it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty wild that like people think launching a project easy, right? People think that it's just a dead quick way of grabbing like a load of... Let me tell you, right? It's super challenging. It's really not easy at all to launch a project and sustain that project as well. So, you know, it's definitely hard work. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, dear. Check your Solana wallet. Oh, my God. I need to show you guys this. Oh, dear me. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. No, I haven't launched anything. You better not put something on Pump Fund. I can't even get on that. I'm UK based. But currently I now have $27,500 of 80087233 token. 28 grand. Hey, that's good. That's good. I didn't launch anything on Pump Fund. You better not launch something on Pump Fund with my face on it, by the way. I'm not going to be happy about that. I can't even do it. I'm in the UK based. And that would be bad. That would be bad, actually. I'd be pretty pissed if you did that. But I can't check it because I'm in the UK. So someone's going to have to check it. But yeah, I mean, pretty wild. I now have 500 million tokens of 80087233. So yeah. Is there like a video and stuff? There better not be. Full stack it. Yeah, you told me you were sending me Solana as well. You haven't sent me any Solana at all. You just sent me a random coin. So, I mean, fair play. You know, grifters in the space need to try and work hard for their money. But anyway, we'll get that. We'll get that move. There is only one. Look at the supply with stem flow. Checking my X account. Okay, fine. 1 second. 1 second, and then we're going to get into this, by the way. Oh, my God, my mouse button keeps going. There you go. Look at the supply via... I don't know what stem stream flow is. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, Craig, if I'm honest. It doesn't surprise me one bit. Doesn't surprise me one bit, but right. Okay. I think everyone's locked in. Yes. Oh, I got it. Got it. This is what I wanted. Right.
Is this just destiny?
There we go.
Caught in a bull run, no escape from
Charge complete.
Open your wallet. Look up the gains and see. I'm just a Marbitz champ, living the dream for free. Cause it's easy, my easy stake. By the tip, watch it break. Anyway the coin goes, I'm stacking endlessly. You'll see. Mama, I bought Marbitz. Drop my cash, join the hype. Now my bags are feeling right. Mama, ooh, I'm flying so high. Marbitz is my rocket to the moonlit sky. Mama, ooh, no need to FOMO now. If you're not in my tomorrow, well, too bad, carry on. Marbitz wins the crypto game. Too late, the moon has come. My Lambo's on the way and my yacht is docked in the bay. Goodbye, old 9 to 5. I'm sipping cocktails while my profits thrive. Mama, ooh, Marbitz changed my life. If this is just a start, I'll never sell, no way.
We're going to get into it in just a minute. We're just trying to make sure we got a good track. I think we found it. Right. Bullish. Want to get your project noticed? Head to Marbitz.io and book a community race. Mike, check your X. Man, it's this weird guy that sent me these coins, just like absolutely max shilling a really bad meme coin. Like, what the hell? Like, what the hell is wrong with people? I put your pump for the investment group. No way. Like, is that real? Is that real? That what? That's 5 months ago. Like, what the hell? Nut. Crypt. What the hell is that? That's 5 months ago, though, Tim. I mean, someone created Marbitz before we launched Marbitz, but yeah, it's pretty wild. Right. Okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty close. I think it is pretty close. I think it's pretty close. Yeah, we had like a weird Marbitz one launched. Anyway, right. I think we got everyone in. Here we go. Let's just scoot through to make sure that your wallets are in. Mark Noby's in. 7041, D677, CCD7, 067C's in there as well. If anyone believes that they are in and that we have missed them, please make sure you put it in the chat right now and we'll take a look and see what the hell is going on. And we'll see. Oh, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe that token they sent me is already down to 6.5 G's. No. No. Somehow think it's probably not true. Let's have a look. Sol scan. 11.5k market cap. What's that? Has someone literally launched Man. I mean... Some people are wild. Some people are actually wild, by the way. How much liquidity has it got? I mean, I could actually sell these. I could actually sell these coins I've got. Let's have a look. Transfer checked. Transfers. Here you go. Look, I know we're gonna do the marble thing, but yeah, look. Here's what I got sent. So from this wallet here, sent me... Weirdly, actually did send me $15 worth of Solana. Is that true? Oh, you have actually sent me $15 worth of Solana as well. Hey, fair play. Fair play to you. I feel like I should put you in this race now. Is he still there? Is that the guy still there? So yeah, this is, I don't know. Is it just like some random pump fund one? Created this with a deposit of 30 cents. Anyway. Okay, spot. Oh dear. I mean, I own some of the supply. I guess I could be an absolute cretin and sell it all, but clearly I'm not going to do that. Where's like the token contract then? Is it this? Oh yeah, it is this one. Okay, here we go. Look. You guys better not be buying this, by the way. But I'm putting it on there. I'm not putting it on the screen. For obvious reasons, right? I think it's fair to say for obvious reasons I am not going to put this on the screen. I don't get it. I am a bit confused here. I am genuinely a little bit confused. It's got 11k in liquidity. Surely I could just dump this if I mean obviously that would be a pretty shitty move on my part, but I am sort of confused a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Someone sold what the fuck is this? I feel like this is kind of some really weird. Yeah, like some really weird kind of scam thing. It's super crazy right now. What's going on, Al? Pint says 87F8 not in. Oh, that's because you bought on the chart. That's why. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, everybody. I don't want that on the screen. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry, this is taking way longer than it should. Right. I can't remember what that track was called. 87F8. There you go. Right, you're in. You're in. We are doing it slightly differently. Slightly different. So, right, let me find that track we were just doing, by the way. Oh, man, I think is I can never then find the track I actually want. Right, hopefully this will be good enough. Right. Let me just check this track. What's going on, Pints, as well? You legend. Good to see you. Oh, yeah, this is fine. Oh, yeah, this is absolutely fine. Right. Okay. Everyone's in that needs to be in. Good luck, you absolute set of heroes. Let's see who's going to take the prize this week, baby. We're watching. We are watching right now. Mama, ooh. Mama, ooh. No need to FOMO now if you brought it. Marbitz says the crypto game. Too late. That move has come. The Lambo's on the way and my yacht is stacked in the bay. Right. Going on out. Good to see you. F110 is on the move. Who's going to win it? D677. F110. 7041's in there as well. CCD7. Paste it 2-bit. What do you want pasting? What do you want pasting? I mean, in fairness, we could give like 100 million boobless tokens out. It's probably worth about $1,000. And it's got liquidity, so you could technically sell it as well. Definitely feels odd, that, by the way. Definitely feels super odd. I mean, look, hopefully it goes to the moon. Like, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Right. It's all getting a bit congested down here, though. Oh, F110. What the heck? What the heck, baby? D677. 7041's in there as well. CCD7 is on the move right now. Let's see it. Let's see it. too late. The moon has come. Excuse me. Be careful. Could be a scam. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Who's at the front? F110 is at the front. I mean, there's a bit of way to go. Like, you got to mind the yeet corner, but F110 close. Oh, everyone got stuck. It's going to be a close battle. Who's going to take it? Look at this. 7041, 67C, F110. How do they get through? Everyone else is coming as well. Anyone going on the outside? Coinbase, baby. Coinbase says it's legit. And now my bags are lit. F110 is not slowing down. See you later, Joyce. Oh, 6-7. Jumping through F110. To me, anyway, the bull run. Moonbees really matters. Congratulations, F110. First winner. Get it. Absolutely get it. You've won yourself 100 million. 100 million. Whatever these tokens are. You've won 100 million of them, Tim. It's about $2,000. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear. Absolutely wild. Anyway, we'll get that price sent over to that wallet very, very shortly after this live stream. Man, we've been going a little bit longer than normal. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Watch out, because the market is we are about to see some potential move once again to the upside. Bitcoin is now consolidating between 96.5 and 97,000. That's what we want to see. I'm bullish on it. Hopefully you guys are bullish on it as well. As always, it is fun. But be careful. There's lots of scams out there and it's all a bit weird. But anyway, as always, we're going to be back tomorrow night live and coming at you direct, 4 p.m. Eastern, as always. So make sure you've set your alarms. Also, don't forget, catch us over on X and on TikTok as well. But until tomorrow, thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, I don't get my wallet drained. Catch you soon. Ta-ra.